Welcome back, seekers of wisdom and clarity. Today, we delve into the teachings of Stoicism to uncover a crucial aspect of human relationships, recognizing envy and falsehood in others. Why? Because understanding these dynamics is essential to cultivating a life of virtue, peace, and authenticity. Envy and deceit can infiltrate our lives subtly, yet their effects can be profound. Let's explore the wisdom of the Stoics and learn how to identify these traits and protect ourselves from their impact. To begin, let us reflect on envy, a universal human emotion. According to Seneca, envy arises when we see others possessing what we desire but lack. This feeling can fester and manifest in harmful ways. The key here is to identify the subtle signs of envy in others before it escalates. Does someone frequently downplay your achievements? Do they offer backhanded compliments? These are often telltale signs. Imagine a young philosopher in ancient Athens who gained admiration for his eloquence. A peer, consumed by envy, began spreading rumors to tarnish his reputation. The young philosopher, recognizing the envy, chose not to retaliate, but instead focused on his own growth, embodying the Stoic principle of controlling what is within one's power. Falsehood often goes hand in hand with envy. Those who envy you may resort to deceit to undermine you. Marcus Aurelius advises us to act with integrity, regardless of others' actions. To spot deceit, pay attention to inconsistencies in words and actions. Does someone's story often change? Do they evade direct questions? These behaviors can reveal dishonesty. A merchant in ancient Rome, known for his honesty, was sabotaged by a competitor spreading falsehoods about his products. The merchant's unwavering commitment to truth eventually earned him the trust of the community, illustrating the Stoic ideal of perseverance through adversity. Epictetus teaches us that our perceptions shape our reality. By honing our observational skills, we can discern envy and falsehood more effectively. Pay attention to subtle cues, averted eyes, forced laughter, or a sudden change in demeanor when discussing your successes. Spend a day observing interactions around you. Notice how people react to good news, both yours and others. Reflect on these observations to sharpen your discernment. Recognizing these traits is only the first step. Protecting yourself requires maintaining emotional equanimity, as advised by the Stoics. Don't let others' negativity disturb your inner peace. Seneca reminds us, "He who envies others does not obtain peace of mind." Practice gratitude to counteract others' negativity. Set clear boundaries with individuals who exhibit toxic behavior. Focus on your own path and avoid comparisons. While it's important to recognize these traits in others, Stoicism also encourages self-examination. Are we at times guilty of envy or falsehood? Acknowledge these moments without judgment and strive for improvement. Write down instances where you felt envious or were tempted to be dishonest. What triggered these feelings? How can you respond more virtuously in the future? True relationships are built on trust and mutual respect. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and share your values. As Epictetus says, the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Think of a mentor or friend whose honesty and integrity inspire you. Cultivate more connections like these and distance yourself from toxic influences. What if you discover envy or falsehood in someone close to you? Forgiveness, tempered with wisdom, is a powerful tool. Recognize that these traits often stem from insecurity and fear. By forgiving, you free yourself from resentment. A Stoic philosopher forgives a student who betrayed his trust. Instead of harboring bitterness, he uses the experience as a teaching moment, demonstrating the strength of character. Compassion doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior. It means understanding the root causes of others' actions and responding with wisdom. Empathy can sometimes diffuse envy and falsehood, transforming adversaries into allies. Morning reflection prepares us for the day by reminding us to remain virtuous and vigilant. Evening journalism allows us to reflect on interactions and identify any signs of envy or deceit. Writing a gratitude list each evening helps shift focus from others' negativity to our own blessings. Ultimately, the Stoic path is about living authentically and virtuously, regardless of others' actions. By recognizing envy and falsehood, you can navigate relationships with wisdom and grace, ensuring your inner peace remains intact. From this foundation of understanding, we can begin to expand further into the depths of Stoic wisdom and its applications to modern life. Consider how envy and falsehood manifest in the digital age. Social media, for instance, often becomes a breeding ground for these emotions. The curated lives we see online can trigger envy, while falsehood spreads rapidly in the form of misinformation or performative personas. As Stoics, we must approach these platforms with mindfulness and discernment. Question what you consume and how it affects your thoughts and emotions. Are you comparing your behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel? Remember that true virtue lies not in appearances, but in authentic character. Furthermore, the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or anticipating challenges, can help us prepare for encounters with envy and deceit. By envisioning potential difficulties and planning our responses, we fortify ourselves against emotional turbulence. Imagine, for instance, entering a competitive workplace. Acknowledge that envy and falsehood may arise, but resolve to remain steadfast in your principles. This mental rehearsal cultivates resilience and clarity. Another profound aspect of Stoic philosophy is the idea of cosmic interconnectedness. Marcus Aurelius often reflects on our shared humanity and the greater whole to which we belong. This perspective can mitigate feelings of envy by reminding us that others' successes do not diminish our own. Instead of viewing life as a zero-sum game, we can celebrate collective progress and find inspiration in others' achievements. Let us also delve deeper into the role of virtues like courage and wisdom in confronting falsehood. Speaking the truth, especially in the face of deceit, requires bravery. It may not always be easy or well received, but as Stoics, we prioritize what is right over what is convenient. Wisdom, meanwhile, guides us in discerning when to engage and when to let go. Not every battle is worth fighting, and sometimes silence is the most powerful response. Stoicism also offers guidance on how to handle internalized envy. Instead of suppressing or denying these feelings, use them as a compass for self-improvement. What does your envy reveal about your desires and aspirations? If you envy a colleague's skill or success, channel that energy into honing your own abilities. Transform envy from a destructive force into a catalyst for growth. In relationships, practicing the Stoic principle of symphonia, harmony, can help us navigate conflicts arising from envy or deceit. Seek to understand others' perspectives and communicate with honesty and respect. This doesn't mean compromising your values, but finding common ground where possible. Empathy, after all, is a bridge to deeper connections and mutual growth. As we continue this exploration, let us draw inspiration from historical figures who embodied Stoic ideals. Think of Cato the Younger, who stood unwaveringly for his principles even in the face of immense political pressure. His integrity serves as a reminder that true strength lies in adherence to virtue, not in succumbing to external temptations. In practical terms, consider adopting daily rituals to reinforce Stoic teachings. Start your morning with affirmations of resilience and gratitude. Throughout the day, practice mindfulness by observing your thoughts and interactions. End your evening with reflection, identifying moments where you upheld your values and areas where you can improve. These practices anchor us in the present and align our actions with our ideals. The journey to recognizing and addressing envy and falsehood is ongoing. It requires vigilance, self-awareness, and a commitment to growth. But the rewards are profound: deeper self-understanding, stronger relationships, and a life guided by wisdom and virtue. As we conclude this chapter, let us carry forward the insights we've gained and apply them to our daily lives. Thank you for joining me on this path of discovery. Together, let us continue to seek truth, cultivate virtue, and live with purpose. Reflect, practice, and grow. For the Stoic journey is not a destination, but a way of being. Until next time, remain steadfast and wise.